Hello and welcome back to Chronometry Confusion. Last time I spent an hour on this and didn't get the challenge, but I did get what was apparently an unintended solution. The author commented that they hadn't seen that particular solution before, I think. Something to that effect. So smash the mirror and then conquer the room. It occurred to me, as often happens when these DROD puzzles keep me up late at night when trying to sleep, or puzzles in general, I suppose. This mirror here might have not actually done anything, because the serpent, if the serpent was on horizontal preference in this position, it's going to want to move here, it's going to be blocked, and then it's going to go northeast, southwest, so it'll just move there automatically. Which means that without the mirror, my solution might have actually just solved this room. Now, I actually checked the footage and this didn't actually quite line up because the serpent was off. But because I think I actually have a solution for this, I'm actually going to redo so I can show here it's on. I know it was too slowing me down, but this is kind of the idea. If it had been a turn or 2 turns later, so if I had the serpent here instead on this turn, then this would actually work with the challenge. Which means that instead of you going in there on a 20, I need you to go in here, I need you to make that move on a 22. Which means I'm effectively just starting the room over, but that's fine. This was not all that difficult to set up. So we need dude, I can't remember now. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna watch the demo. Do you go in on 20? 19 is when I input it, so you go on that. So I need to input it on 21. Okay. Let's not wait so much. So on turn 21, 22, and make that step. We're done. You go to avoid causing any problems. Okay, and now we need you to be coming at a very precise time. We'll see what this gets us. Oh, that was easier than I expected. Warning, broken glass. Just happened to get lucky with that loop there. Alright, well, that's a challenge done. And that's only 4 minutes into the video. This is a much better start than I was anticipating. I thought I'd have to be fighting with that serpent a bit more than that, but I will take it. Alright. And again, the author did say that this was unintended. Certainly unintended. So I'm kind of curious what the actual intended solution was, and also what the intended challenge solution was. Because I got the impression that this wasn't how you were supposed to do the challenge either. Looking at this, one of the things that... Okay, why are we still talking about this room? Why don't I just go on? One of the things I did consider was that if I have a mirror here, and I input a bump move, I get the mirror onto the pressure plate. But the only way I saw I could do that was to bump against the serpent, and then I was thinking I could do it out here and then use the staff to push the person around. But I think, because this is length 3, we would get serpent, serpent, serpent. So Serpent steps here. We then step here. The problem is, this is where I thought there was an issue. The Serpent would step again, and then we wouldn't be able to bump. But because it's an adder that's eating an eye on that move, it's actually going to be length 4, so its tail isn't going to move, which gives us time to bump. So we input a bump there, and then we just kill the adder with sword V-throw and push the mirror onto the fire trap. And I think that would actually solve it. So I think that might be the intended solution, is to bump the adder and then do a mirror bump instead. But I'm not sure about the challenge solution, the intended challenge solution. Anyway, I guess I might be kind of postponing this because it looks scary. I mean, actually, it looks very simple, but there are 8 time clones, so how simple can it really be? Adder is completely stuck, also on a force arrow, so even if I kill it, I can't get in this way. So what we need to do, probably, we need to kill the adder in a single turn, is my guess. What does this do? This toggles that, this toggles all of those. And we only need a single turn, because this isn't gonna... Briar will grow before? Well, I can't tell. I can't tell from there if Briar will grow before the pressure plate is released or not. This room has Briar in it, right? But not on-off pressure plates that I can play with. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I have to kill the adder in 1 turn. Depending on the relative order of Briar growth and pressure plates popping up, I might be able to do it in 2 turns, but I suspect that Briar grows before pressure plates pop up, so it's going to be 1 turn to stab this adder 5 times using 8, 9 V-throws. It doesn't actually seem all that bad because, well, the space is going to be the issue. Well, what if we have 5 projections here, and they're all programmed to just stop moving on the same turn, like they despawn on the same turn, and then I have, well, okay, 4 of them despawn on the same turn, and then the 5th one steps here and stabs. So those are the 5 stabs that kills the adder. Then I have 3 more projections and B-throw, each pushing the ones that despawn on the same turn, and that should just kill the adder, right? Like, the only thing that's at all tricky about this is going to be timing, but it actually looks relatively simple. Okay, so we need swords. I'm going to... Also, turn order is going to matter, because the one that's stepping here has to be the very last one of the turn order, so that's going to be you, because as we insert more projections, they're going to jump to the front of the queue. So you're going to be the last projection, so you're the one who's going to make the final stab. So let's just give myself... I need more time than that? Sure. Give myself 2 30s, and then stab... despawn. You're moving there, so on this turn we want to despawn. Now, this one we're going to do last because we want that one to go first and despawn because its sword's going to be blocking the other ones. We're going to wait, despawn. Wait, despawn. Wait, despawn. Did I grab the staff before I... Yes, I did, okay. Just need to make sure, because that's important. We need you to be first. So I think I need to do these in the reverse order, don't I? I think I do. Great, so you were next, so wait, and push. And that was 2 stabs, okay. Despawn. Let's let you go ahead. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to... We're actually going to rotate, because I think that's going to make it easier to deal with. That... might have done something. And then final B throw. Well, something's wrong. Oh, I know what's wrong. It's because I'm stunning them. They're not... Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what should be happening here is what's happening here. I'm pushing you here. You're despawning. The problem is I need you to be in sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yep, so I'm doing this in the wrong order. Okay. Pretty sure that's what's going on. Let's just reset to the very first one. You're number 9. You're gonna start here. You're number 8. And you despawn. This is a little bit awkward because now I have to do this. You're number 7. Yeah, I might need more time. Yeah, I'm getting 2 hits. Then I'm gonna have to switch weapons each time. Yeah, I'm gonna need way more time. Whoops. 6. 5. Yeah, no time. Okay, redo everything with a 3rd weight. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Despawn. And it would be faster to do this, but it would also be very uncomfortable. And you know what? I'm wasting all the time anyway. Let's just do it the slow and safe way. Alright. This should get me there. Yeah, already running out of time. Alright, we just need one more. And that's going to be you. Lots of time, okay. Well, kind of. There we go. Is this gonna kill me if I step on that? No, it's just gonna do something silly. Okay, not the most efficient, but that was a relatively easy room. I mean, it helps that I saw immediately what I had to do. Oh dear, this one is big. Out of curiosity, how many people have actually played this? Okay, I'm not efficient, but I'm not consistently getting last place. I suppose that's something. Okay, I have to go in this way. It doesn't really matter anyway, as far as the high scores go, as long as you're within, like, it's like the top 16, I think it is, or maybe the top 12. Like, just completing the room guarantees you 1 point on the high score boards, but then it's like 12 and up, or 16 and up. You get more points depending on how close you get to first. If you're keeping track of that kind of thing. I don't know, optimizing is kind of a fun thing. I've come around on it. I actually quite enjoy doing it. But not on the first time you play a hold. You should never optimize the first time through, unless you're playing a really easy, boring, poorly made hold, and then optimizing can make it fun. But for something like this, no, don't optimize your first time through. Anyway, we have to step in here, because I do not see any crack walls. There is an entrance here, but that's behind a green... Well, it's behind a green door, but we're also dealing with time tokens, so who knows what that actually means. I think it would be very mean to have a secret wall hidden on the darkened wall tile here, so I'm going to trust that the author isn't a massive jerk like that. Some of the author seems to have fairly well-constructed rooms. So I'm going to trust that. Okay, you release the golem. I have to do something blind with the golem, probably, because I can't get in here after hitting this, so... Time projection, temporal projection goes in here, and then B-throw hits the orb afterwards to release the golem. Probably, something like that. I do notice, I guess, again, because this is the green section, we do have the adder, or in this case all of the serpent family, in the room. Okay, this is an interesting setup. So we have a construct on a plate, and it cannot move, so how can we deal with this? We do not have a staff, so the only way this plate is ever going to lift is if the adder eats this, right? You can't stab it because we have a sword. So yes, adder eating this and then vacating the tile is the only way that that will ever be lifted. This being lifted causes a force arrow to make our lives miserable, since the adder won't be able to die if it's stuck in this corridor without the hot tile. This door toggles a bunch of evil eye stuff. This is just to keep me honest, I guess. Keep forcing me to do stuff like this. So second projection goes up here. Probably similar to this room, the second projection is going to be involved in monster manipulation to get things going exactly where I want them. And steps on this, and then, probably what's actually going to happen here is I'm going to have to do like the same puzzle once with the serpent, once with the rattlesnake, once with the adder. That would be neat. Yes, it would appear that that is the case. Oh, that's an interesting arrow. You're only opened by that. The rattlesnake's going to be stuck. There's no arrow rotator. Oh no, I can hit this. I can hit this pressure plate in all 3 timelines. I need to hit it for the serpent to get out, but I might want to wait before hitting this in order to allow the other timelines to change how the other serpent types are synced up. Okay. Move a little bit to give some false hope that I'm actually starting the room. I'm not yet. Still analyzing. So what's actually going to happen here? We're going to hit this. This serpent is going to come out. Why do we want the serpent out? Also, why do we want this? You are length 5. You'll be length 7 if we feed you the construct and the golem. You are length 7. 1. Oh, these don't actually matter. Well, this one matters for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, I would say that that matters, but I mean, honestly, if any of these serpent types are stuck with their head here, as long as they're not too long, like if they're too long, they're covering this so they can get through anyway. And if they aren't too long, I can have this projection just step on this afterwards. So that doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But requires serpent of some length in order to get up here. That would be the neat way to do it, the implication. I guess it's only for the adder. So for serpent and rattlesnake, I do need to step on this myself with the projection. Assuming that I want them all to go up here. Do I want them all to go up here? Well, what's going to happen if I do that? Why do I care about any of this? Am I just doing a dodging challenge with the first two? A dodging challenge that also allows the adder to get through where it needs to be? Because I don't think I want either of these released. Well, I have to kill the rattlesnake at some point. How am I going to do that? Well, the rattlesnake dies if it goes in here or here. Or I could stab it a whole bunch, but that would be awkward because that's going to be blind rattlesnake stabbing. That sounds like no fun at all. So again, I started doing the counting and then I just kind of stopped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you, with both a construct and a golem in you, would be length 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's enough. Okay. So that would give you the ability to step off of this turn that we release the pressure plate. Now, important question. Can I just use the construct to kill this serpent and not worry about ever getting anything on here anyway? Well, I have to kill this construct. Okay. I use the golem to kill the serpent. I do have to kill. I do have to kill the construct. Solve the room. So that is why I would need to release the adder. Okay. So that's the enforcement mechanism. I guess at this point I just start doing some blind snake manipulation. So is the golem going to be released? And if yes, where do I want it released? Again, I'm not sure that I actually need to do anything with the serpent and the rattlesnake. I just need to survive long enough for them to die. False. In order to make this stab, I need the rattlesnake here. Do I need the serpent for anything? I don't think I need the serpent for anything. I can kill the serpent here. So without using the golem at all, I can just kill the serpent. Or up here, for that matter. It doesn't matter. Either of these. I cannot kill the serpent here because this will not be a dead end. Okay, so we can kill the serpent here. So you know what? Let's just do it and see what happens. So at this point, we're on vertical. This is very awkward. At this point, we're dead. Okay. Currently on horizontal. You turn to vertical at the last minute. That's inconvenient. There we go. Hold on. Looking at this, it's like, do I need this to be held down for a long period of time? No, surely I can just hold you down, right? So still don't know what I necessarily need any of this for. I think let's just not worry about it for now. Right, I think there's an intended way to do this, and I think I have an unintended way that I'm gonna do relatively well with it. So let's go in here. Make sure that we never step on this, just in case. But let's say that we release this now, the turn that we're here. Oh, well. Let's not. Because that would be bad. Okay. So we're going to stand here. And so the turn that we step here, we release the rattlesnake. The rattlesnake will immediately move here. It will then be on horizontal preference. Horizontal. Horizontal. I'm planning on just killing this rattlesnake. I don't need to... Well, okay. So at this point, vertical, it's here. Vertical, it's here. Vertical, it's going to be here, here. And it's length 5, so it's going to be like this. So it is currently right up next to us. And that's going to be horizontal for the next few turns. So let's go... horizontal. It is now stepped here. This is slow because I'm trying to do too many things in my head at once. I should be using the mouse more. Step here, horizontal, its head is here. Which means it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so its tail is here. Wait a turn. So it's now going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on horizontal. Still on horizontal, but it's now length 3. Horizontal, its head should be here. Okay, vertical, vertical, it's now here. Because it's still vertical, if I do this. It will move here. Like that. Stabbed it. It's now going to be here, and then I do that. It is dead. Okay, Rattlesnake is dead. I think. I hope I've done this right. There's no reason I can't just step on this multiple times, right? So now I step here, and I just wait. That should be enough time. You've now stabbed this eye and despawned. Okay. Good. So that should take care of this evil eye. Finally, real Beethro is going to release this. Let's stand here. Hold on. We are here. So when we step on this, we want real Beethro to have released the orb at this point. So now when we go like that, Golem is here. Okay, Golem is on this pressure plate. So with that in mind, let's choose an orientation where we're less likely to hurt the adder, hopefully. And what would be the easiest timing for this? So we've stepped on here. Let's assume that the turn we step on this checkpoint is the turn we step on this. I think that actually might be decent. No, it's just probably not a decent timing. Well, I have a checkpoint here, so I can just walk this out. So Serpent Head is Radar is here. It's on the arrow. Wait a turn. It is now directly north of Beethro. So it's going to be adjacent to Beethro this whole time. It's now on horizontal preference. Oh, okay, this actually might be good. So horizontal, I can't actually step here, but if I do that, it's still on horizontal, so it will step here, wait, it's on horizontal, it'll go here, do that, it'll go north, and it'll be long enough because it's eaten this, I think. Your length 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you'll get up, you'll go around, you'll hit this. Doesn't matter, you'll die on this. So at this point I just wait a whole bunch. And then I step here to make sure that we can get out here after stabbing this. And then wait a few more turns. Okay, hopefully everything I just did makes sense. So first, we're going to kill the serpent. Good. I think this was the turn I did this. Fail. So maybe this was the turn? Oh. That's inconvenient. I assumed that you would be going north here for some reason. But no, you're directly behind. Of course you go that way. And even if we hit the orb now... Well, if we hit the orb now, it's going to cause all sorts of problems. So what this probably means is that this is not a winning solution, especially since I don't think we ever point our sword in this direction. Well... You know what? There's an easy fix for that. That is... Stab that. And then wait here a few more turns. Okay. This should be fine. And then we wait until you are here. Yes, that'll be fine. I think the turn I stepped on there was the turn I do this. Yes. Okay. Okay, I did leave myself enough time. I was worried about that. Alright, well, yeah, not too bad, honestly. Not too bad. I do feel like I kind of broke this by just doing everything, dealing with everything with that just that one projection, but I mean, I was doing blind serpent manipulation, so it's fine. Let's go in from the top, just because they have a number ordered to them, so why not? Blue 1, we're dealing with... Wait a minute. Red, did these all have serpents? No. Oh no, these are purple, not red. Purple is... oh, pressure plate, okay. I guess. I'm trying to see what the elements are. Blue, there's going to be a rattlesnake in every one of these, isn't there? No room clear gates, though. That's an interesting setup. This looks slightly complicated. Oh, this just looks like a whole bunch of really awful... not awful, but like kind of tedious rattlesnake manipulation. Look, I know you love your snake manipulation, but it's not my thing. I can do it, I don't enjoy doing it for extended lengths of time. Okay, so we're going to release you by stepping on this, of course, and interestingly, if we are already in a projection, we can step over this token without activating it. So I guess that's what we're gonna do, and then... yeah, that's kind of what I thought. We need to get the rattlesnake to go in a different order in order to hit all of the pressure plates, and we need to hit all of the pressure plates in order to get out. Yeah, it will absolutely die at the end of all of this. So what we're doing... well, I have 3 projections. Why is there a projection token here? Do I need that? Because at that point, I'm going to have both B-throw and the projection stuck on the force arrow. Unless having both B-throw and a projection in here is going to help me manipulate this rattlesnake, I don't think I really need this time token. But it does give me an option, because I can slide regular B-throw or projection up this way and down, and then have the other one over here, and so that can, yeah, having somebody going up and down on these 2 tiles while someone else over here can affect things. Okay, so does it matter which order I do these in first? I don't think it does. Okay, well, it's always clockwise. So... I think I don't actually get a lot of control on the very first cycle. So, I mean, I could choose when I want to release it. Which, let's just wait a whole bunch of time so that I can get real B-throw into position to change its course. So then we're just gonna wait here and see what it does. So I can't really manipulate it from here. Guess that's fine. So we have to go in this way. And is there really any point in sticking around at this point? I don't think there is. So now this arrow is never going to go away, right? It's just there for symmetry. So that the block here can be symmetrical. So, okay, so that happened. But now I need this one to open up. I mean, that's easy enough to do with you, but I need the projection. I guess what I need to do is I need this projection to jump the queue and then release you with different timing. So something like this. Oh wait, that's going to be on vertical, not on horizontal. I don't care about the timing for when you go through at this point. Okay, so let's just... Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need you to be horizontal at that point. I can just go now, right? Okay, so far so easy. But this last one's going to be the really hard one. Because now what I need yeah, this isn't going to work, because by blocking this the way that I did, I don't have the ability to jump to the front of the queue anymore. So maybe that's the trick. Maybe I don't use both of these. Maybe I just use one of these, and then I have 2 more here, because then I can jump off and leave the third one sitting here. And that way... But how would I ever get you to make that move first? The only way you would do that is if I already had B-throw in this column. Okay, let's not interrupt. Yeah, you went way too fast. You didn't need to go that fast. Okay. But from here, yeah, it was just 2 before. Let's go 2 before 20. Okay. So if I do this, problem is I'm not going to be able to get in time, because you are going to be sitting there, and I really need also this is an arrow, which is kind of annoying. You're on horizontal. Are you going to go across? Of course not. You're going to go in the wrong direction, because I need you to hit this second. But I also already need to be in here, which is not possible at this stage. Okay, so I need to rethink this. Well, I didn't really have a strategy anyway. I just kind of jumped in and started doing stuff. Maybe it's the first projection that goes around here. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I use a projection to manipulate the rattlesnake. I use this projection to manipulate the rattlesnake. Then I use projection 1 goes in either north or south, 2 goes the other, and then real B throw goes down the center. So with this projection manipulating the rattlesnake then, how is the rest of this going to play out? I'm going to have you... Oh, that's going to be fine. Yeah, this is what I was saying before about... I step in front to block this, and then when I step here, I'm going to have 2 people here. So I can step in front again and block this one. The only thing to watch out for is going to be swords, because they'll have a possibility of stabbing each other. So I think I'm going to want to wait on this tile with the first projection, just to make sure that if somebody else was going south, that they've had time to do it. Okay, so what am I doing with you then? Because the problem is, if I have you manipulating the rattlesnake, you are never going to, like, you're gonna block this. Well, I think I only need to direct it on the third pass, right? Which means that if I go through this tile, whoops. I want to be facing north, I think. So now if I do something like this, that means that if I have a B throw stuck here, this tile is going to be blocked. This projection is never actually going to go out this way. Will I have one here? I will have 1, 2, 3, kind of? Maybe. Well, I'm just gonna assume that this is okay, and then we're gonna see why it's not in a moment. So with you here, the problem with that, well, no, because you're back here. You're not influencing the rattlesnake yet for the first 2 runs. Okay, so we're gonna release you on, what was it, 2 before? That's what worked out nicely for us. Okay. So you are currently... So step 2, 3, 4, and off. Rattlesnake is now here. And that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 moves to get up here. Can we do that? No. Vertical, horizontal, vertical. That's not going to work. Okay. In that case, let's start up here. And so 1, 2, 3, fire trap. 1, 2. 1 is here. Well, it doesn't matter. So I can go 2, 3, and then we just sit here, and that pushes it all the way back to here. And we just do that for a while. Okay, so that's your job. If I do that, I'm gonna get stabbed, but if I do that, you're gonna get blocked. Blocked again. Blocked again as long as I'm actually blocked here. Which I will be because real B throw is going to be here. Okay. So I think you just go? Oh, you're going. Okay, well, you accidentally did the right thing, kind of. Unfortunately... okay. I don't know. So at this point, I want you to go this way. Which means, I mean, we can delay you, and then the effect will be different, I guess. But we want you to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you want it to be on horizontal preference. So we want to step on this while you're in the middle of a vertical preference phase. How about we just do that and see what happens? Oh, that's a problem. Oh, right, that's... Oh, why did we go north? That makes everything terrible. Also, we hit them in the wrong order. But no, we have to redo this one. Did we just go? Let's wait here. Okay, and then go where we actually want to go right away, instead of causing ourselves problems. So now you're on horizontal preference, that's not good. So we need it to be 2 turns less. But I didn't actually know what time I left. We're on horizontal. Okay, let's just go now and... Nope, doesn't work. Okay. So we want it to be... Yeah, let's go on 14. Nope. 15. Okay, that's where you go that way. Does that give us enough time? You're on horizontal preference. Okay, we need to be actually 4 later than that. Because we're going to go that way. So let's go on 19. Is that going to work? Okay, that gets us through. And now, unfortunately, you have to actually get through, and we actually need you to get through in time. Before any of this happens, I might have actually been wrong about the whole blocking thing. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Okay, if we... Right, because we can't just go. That's obviously going to be wrong. But how many... We have to wait 8 turns before you guys step aside. Oh, because of you. So if I go now, that's the earliest you can go, but you're in the wrong spot. Okay, and at this point, so we've got you 3, we are blocking this. Do we want to be blocking this? Did we want to be blocking this at any point? I don't know that we did, actually. Which means, I think I actually just want to start this room over and have you go, instead of going dipping down, I think we just want to have you go, and we're able to manipulate it with you guys just fine, because we can slow down the progression as we go. So that's actually what we're going to do. Alright, so we're going to start by doing that. And I'm just going to wait some amount of time and wait some amount of time and just see if it works without actually counting it. It's risky, but it's what we're going to try to do. I could have slowed you down more. I chose not to. So if we just go... Okay, well, that's gonna get you going one of the directions. How are we gonna get you to go the other way, though? I think we go too fast. Yeah, because you're already on horizontal. We're not gonna get you going this way, so we need you... Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're actually just gonna wait here a little bit, and then you're gonna go. Like that. Good, that's not good. Because we need you to get us through. Okay, so... That's going to allow us to get you to go up here. So if we wait 3 turns, is that enough? We did delay you a turn there as well. Too slow. We didn't want to delay you. Okay. Well, let's just let you go. That's going to be cutting it really close, but it happened to work. And now we want you to go this way first. Problem is we don't actually have a horizontal at this point. You're 1 turn off. We needed to go 1 turn faster. Or 5 turns slower, but we don't have the ability to do that either. Okay. Well, one thing we could do is we can go here. We need to step here by turn 20, is that what I decided? I can wait like 3 turns. Yeah, I think that was right. So let me go up here, we wait a little bit here, go up here, wait a little bit here, then we go all the way over here, and wait a bit here. That should do it. Because now, you just wait, we wait, and now it doesn't really matter what timing you're on, because we're just going to force you to do that. We do need to force you down, though. You're on... you were 1 turn too fast. Okay. So instead, let's do that. That work? Yes. Okay, and now Do that. Beautiful. Everything just kind of works. I mean, it was kind of messy, but we got a solution that works. Blue is water, of course. Okay. I guess we're playing with water next time. Pretty good progress today. Got a challenge and 3 rooms. I think it's the best day I've had yet on this hold. And I will see you next time for this room.